Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my low magic playthrough of Skyrim, and in the last video we, I guess, fought Alduin to a standstill, I guess you could say. He didn't kill us, and because he is a son of Akatosh, we were not able to kill him or absorb his soul. Of course, that was after, beating him because he was glitched, and then it didn't properly progress the plot the way it was supposed to. So we beat him twice. We'll claim that. Yeah, we beat Alduin twice. Sure. So now we have to find out where he has fled to, and to do that, we need to capture a dragon. And to capture a dragon, we have to go talk to the Jarl of Whiterun. Dragon's Reach was originally built to hold a dragon, so apparently something can potentially still be done. Of course, that assumes the Jarl is still awake, but it does look like he might be. Yep, he's still sitting there, so let's go see what he has to say about capturing a dragon in his hold. Excuse me, sir.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Okay, I need your help. I need to trap a dragon in your palace.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
You heard right. It's the only way to stop the dragons.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city, with the threat of war on my doorstep?
The threat is worse than you know. Alduin has returned.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
It's only hopeless if we give up.
I didn't say anything about giving up. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
It's the only way to find Alduin before it's too late.
I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
What if you didn't have to worry about an enemy attack?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Okay, well, leave that to me. I'll talk to Argnir about hosting a peace council.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Talk about being all things to all people.
Okay, well,
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
I wonder if I did the Civil War quest before I got this far in my low magic run, or my no mundane run, because I don't remember this at all. Okay. I mean, the other way I could do this is I could help Ulfric win, but I don't want to help Ulfric win right now. I was kind of hoping to do one storyline at a time. To High Hrothgar. Yes, please. Yay, Alduin didn't kill my horse. That was the one concern I had in the last video, because he was flying around, dropping spells all over the place. I wasn't confident that it wasn't going to be an issue. Alright, Argnir, where are you?
Leave it to a dragon to just drop spells all over.
Yep. Argnir. Hello. Argnir. You here? Hello. Oh. That's interesting. Their doors to the courtyard didn't say that this was where he was. And now he's through another door. I don't remember this, but there is a tower, apparently. I don't think I remember this. He's practicing his shouts. Okay. Skyrim. Oh wow, I don't have to climb the tower. Excuse me, sir.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Yes, but he escaped. I need to find his portal to Sovngarde.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I need your help. I need to capture a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
I'll worry about capturing a dragon. I need your help to stop the war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Jarl Bolgrif won't help me while the war rages.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Both sides respect the Greybeards. They will listen.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Okay. Do you know where Alduin has gone? Even though I just told you he went to Sovngarde, but whatever.
The old tales say that he can travel into Sovngarde to devour the souls of the dead. You must find out how he does this before he regains his strength and returns.
Aha. Okay. Are you ready to host the Peace Council?
Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to terms.
Okay. Thank you.
Sky above, voice within.
Which means that my next step is to go talk to Tullius and Ulfric. So, to Solitude to talk to General Tullius, who is probably not likely to be very happy with me, but...
I'm afraid that every time I hear Ulrich, I think Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
Yes.
How do you...
Although I think that was Alric.
You might be
I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it was Ulrich.
Mm-hmm.
True, they look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of war.
Okay.
That's at least the way they pronounced it.
Yeah. Alright, Tullius. I've
What
got
is
a
it?
message for you.
Make it quick. I get enough delays from politicians.
Okay. I have a message from the Greybeards.
The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me?
They're convening a peace council at High Hrothgar.
Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
We need a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
Okay. The dragons are a bigger problem than the Stormcloaks right now.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
Okay, well, the Empire can't afford to snub the Greybeards.
You may have a point. I'm always surprised by how seriously the Nords take these things.
You'll come to the Peace Council then?
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
It'll do me lots of good.
Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General,
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
All right, then.
Thinking Skyrim's got warm beds and cold mead. Look like you could use both.
Thanks, but I've got a job to do, so off to talk to Ulfric now.
I don't think I'd stay in a place called the Winking Skeever.
No. There we go. Palace of Kings. Well, let's see what Ulfric's opinion of going to see the Greybeards is. He has some experience with the voice, so he might be familiar with them. Yeah, it would be stealing. Okay, bummer. Oh, hey. I've not been in this room.
It's because it's not a room.
It's 222. Why on earth is he not on his throne?
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. Got to think, maybe I'm the dragon, and I just don't know it yet.
Here we go. Excuse me, sir.
I thought I gave you something to do.
Yes, but I have a message from the Greybeards.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
They want to negotiate a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
General Tullius has already agreed to attend.
Good. We still hold half of Skyrim despite everything the Empire could throw at us. I doubt the Empire has the stomach for much more bloodletting.
So you'll come to the Peace Council?
Yes. I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
That's really the attitude you want going into peace
Greybeards
talks.
of Council
course.
at High Hrothgar. You believe it? Both Ulfric Stormcloak and Tullius have agreed to go.
Okay. So, now I need to find the stairs, because I don't know.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Are you going to the stairs? You are. Excellent. Jeez, it's a bit windy in there. So I guess now I go talk to the Greybeards, is that? That's not what I want. Season unending. Nope, talk to Argnir. Okay. And from there, hopefully I can go capture a dragon. Alright, so come back over here to High Hrothgar. And we will see if Argnir is inside or if he's still on his tower shouting at the world. He's in. Oh, wow. The entire crew's together. Alright, Argnir.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
This was the only way to get Bulgriff's help.
Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Okay, so apparently I get to be involved in the council, which is something I was not expecting. I figured during the council is when we were going to capture the dragon, but whatever, works. Oh, there's my seat. Y'all gonna sit down? Now what? Took my seat. Oh, apparently the Greybeards have to come in first.
Ooh, the pageantry.
Yep. Is that? Why is she here?
Maybe you're about to find out.
Yeah, it says Brunin.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit of...
To this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Diplomatic as usual.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that we would sit down with that. Thalmor bitch. I say she walks, or we walk.
Tempted to say the Thalmor have no business here. Well, you're right. The Thalmor have no business here. This is about Skyrim.
I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Settled? May we proceed?
One moment.
Here we go.
I just want to make clear that the only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. I have no authority to negotiate a permanent settlement, unless Ulfric is ready to sue for peace and turn himself over to Imperial justice.
Master Angir.
We're
are
here
you
to
going
arrange a
just let-
temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons. Nothing more. We consider even sitting down to talk with these rebels more than generous.
Enough posturing, Tullius. If you came to talk, let's get on with it.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? General Tullius, Jarl Ulfric, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Our terms are simple. Riften must be returned to Imperial control. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
The stone's on this one. You're in no position to dictate terms to us, Tullius.
That's quite an opening demand, Tullius.
Ulfric, you can't be taking this demand seriously. We can hold Riften against anything the Empire can throw at it. Besides, Jarl Layla will never agree to...
Whatever I decide is in the best interests of Skyrim. Are we clear?
Yes, my lord.
Come on, Tullius. You can't seriously expect us to just hand over Riften at the negotiating table. You haven't been able to take it back yet. Why should we give it up now?
I'm sure General Tullius does not expect something for nothing.
What will you offer for Riften, Tullius? Some empty promises? Maybe some more Imperial bluster?
Enough, Galmar.
Jarl Ulfric, what would you want in return?
First, let me be clear. The Sons of Skyrim know from bitter experience that talking to the Empire is a waste of time. Or worse, Imperial promises are simply a way to lull you while they prepare a dagger for your back.
Aye. We haven't forgotten Markarth, Tullius.
But I accepted Dragonborn's invitation to this council, and I at least will negotiate in good faith. The council was your idea, huh? So tell us, what do you think Riften is worth?
The Reach or Falkreath? I don't know anything about either of them, unfortunately. The Reach, I'm pretty sure, is full of the... what do you call them? Not Forsaken. The ones that we fought when we were fighting the dragon.
Can you pull up your map?
No, I think I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. So, I'm going to say Falkreath. Seems like a fair trade.
In exchange for Riften, the Jewel of Skyrim? Hardly. How about the Reach? Gaining control of the silver mines would be invaluable.
You're right. Markath, then, is a fair trade for Riften.
I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on here. You've heard the man, Tullius. We've made you a fair offer. If you're really serious about this truce, you need to reconsider.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation to this council, despite your known association with the rebels. But it seems you have no intention of dealing fairly with me. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. You have no intention of coming to terms. You're here to blacken the Empire's name, and I won't be party to it. If you think you can hold Riften, you're as deluded as you've always been. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphi? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty, and I would be recalled.
Shor's bones. Where will these demands end?
Out with it, then.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Tempt Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery.
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
Oh, good grief. Now, who's to say what happened at Karthwasten?
I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing. Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it Colovian brandy. These terms are still not acceptable.
You see what talking to them gets us.
Out with it, then.
We want the Pale returned to Imperial control. The traitor Skull the Elder will be replaced with a more loyal candidate.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
Oh, good grief. So,
If I were the Dragonborn, I'd say, you stay in your corner. You stay in your corner. After the dragons are gone, have fun.
right, exactly.
Just shouldn't be this hard.
See, I don't agree. Ulfric should not turn over the pail. He doesn't need to give up any more territory. We just need you guys to stop trying to kill each other.
As I expected, you favor your friends. Come on, Ulfric. You have to give a little ground here. The dragons are a threat to us both.
Let's hear it.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council. So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Riften will be handed over to Imperial control. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Empire will withdraw its troops from the Reach, allowing Ulfric's forces unhindered access to Makar. Jarl Igmund will go into exile, with Thongvor Silverblood taking his place as Jarl of Makar. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up. I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that. But the Empire will accept them until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Has been driven from the Reach. We can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. Come on, Dalmar. We have a lot of work to do.
This is quite an achievement, Dragonborn, and General Tullius. Riften is ours.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
Okay, how does that help us?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
And why would he come uncalled?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Okay, so what's this dragon's name?
Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
There's one more thing. We know about Paarthurnax.
You know what?
Paarthurnax, the dragon that the Greybeards have been protecting for all these years. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continue to help you.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
Okay, about Parthenax.
Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
Why does he need to die?
Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
All right. So, with that, it looks like prepare a trap for Olduving. We don't need and Parthenax to kill. So, excuse me, we will move back on to the quest for the Fallen in the next video. And as much as this was pretty much just political wrangling, we'll call this good for this video. Don't know if that could have gone better, but I am also supposed to eventually join Ulfric in the Civil War, so it seems like somewhat siding with them in the negotiations made some sense. But I didn't even realize at the beginning there that I was siding with them, so who knows. Alright, so for now, we'll call that good and capture a dragon in the next video. Thanks all.
Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.